brought me a cookies and cream shake, which is my all-time favorite.
That's every girl's favorite, bruh. That's a safe bet. 8 out of 10 girls is gonna love cookies and cream. Almost damn near every girl I talk to. What's your favorite ice cream? Cookies and cream. Like, what's your favorite? Cookies and cream.
Damn.
Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
I found this clip very interesting on TikTok. Let's listen to what she has to say.
So twice a year, I pay 2 witches to put curses on my baby daddy, right? And I usually do it around September because that's his birthday. So I'm DMing them. One of them messages me back. The other one doesn't. I use 2 because I don't believe in nothing. And I just want to make sure that if I'm wrong, I got as many bases covered as possible. Anyway, I'm messaging her. She's not responding to me. So I messaged her multiple times. This last time I messaged her, she messages me back and she's like, hey, actually, I got married, so I don't practice anymore. So I'm so sorry. I hope everything works out.
Yo, if that's not your biggest wake-up call, a witch got married and stopped practicing witchcraft, so she said. She came to the light. You know, she put down all that witchcraft and all that unholy practice and got her a man. More than likely a man of God if she put the witchcraft down, right? You gotta think it's a lot of people out there that might be miserable that do these things because they're miserable. And they want other people to be miserable. Misery loves company. And she... All right, let's hear what the rest she got to say.
And I instantly get mad. I get so fucking pissed because what do you mean? You gave up your religion for a man? For a fucking man? Bitch, if you don't go out there and get back to work...
That's that demon speaking through her right now, right? You can kind of see it, man. That's that demon speaking through her. If a whole witch put down those practices for a man, that had to be a man of God. That absolutely had to be a man of God. Absolutely, bro. Saved her. She wanted to be saved. And we don't never hear about those stories. We always hear about the women that don't want to be saved. That was a woman that wanted to be saved. And watch, those are the ones that get shamed and called outside of their names. Like, at this point, you the witch.
Over a man? So twice a year, I pay 2 witches.
Yo, this is hysterical. I think what's even more funnier that she's like missing a tooth, right? I don't know if you guys peeped that, but she's like missing a tooth right there. So funny. So funny she's missing a tooth. But she says she hires 2 witches to cast spell on her exes and on her baby daddies. On her baby daddies. 2. Just in case, okay? Because she didn't trust anything. So 2 just in case. And then one of the witches didn't respond to her and she got mad. She kept blowing her up, by the way. She got mad and the witch eventually responded to her saying that she got married. And she's like, what? I'm telling you, women hate when other women succeed. If you are succeeding, she's hiring you so she can be miserable with you. You're a witch. She's like, get back on your religion. Get back on your religion. I thought that was hysterical. Anyway, moving forward, this is another interesting video by a single mama. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Okay, so I just want to say...
Hold on. Men can't find women with no kids because y'all treat moms terrible. What?
So I noticed that it's a lot of men out here who feel some type of way that they can't find chicks with no kids to start a family with. But that's all y'all fault. Like, y'all can't blame nobody but yourself. Because... y'all have clown mothers and dragged them through the mud. Like, y'all have ripped them to shreds. Y'all have talked about how bad they body looked. Y'all have talked about how dumb they is for having kids. Y'all have talked about how they value goes down and how the women with no kids are so superior.
So what does that have to do with finding a woman with no kids? One has nothing to do with the other.
So y'all have created a culture of women who feel like they're better than mothers and they never want to have kids because having kids is a flex. Like, it's a flex to not have kids. That's why you can't find nobody that want to start a family with y'all. And then, like, y'all keep talking about...
Oh, okay, so that's her angle. I told you, bro, I said this in the last video. Girls are constantly going to keep trying to find ways to make being a hoe okay. That's all it comes down to. All of these arguments, all of these different ways, these different angles of attacking the same argument. It's just new ways they keep trying to find to make being a hoe okay, to make being a thought okay. That's all they want. They want to make it okay to be a thought. And they gonna keep trying to find new ways to do that. That's why it's so crazy when niggas hear that type of stuff, bro. It's like, y'all just keep trying to find ways. That's what moving the goalposts is. So they can make their decisions and their careless decisions okay. That's all it comes down to.
Single mothers, but
So basically her argument is girls don't want to mess with you and risk the chance of becoming single mothers because they don't want to get talked about in the way that single mothers get talked about.
anybody could become a single mother, even if she got married.
But it's not just the dudes. The dudes can't have no babies without the women. It takes two.
Like, he could get unalived, he could get sick, anything. Like, y'all have dragged these mothers through the mud and talked about how less they is. So a lot of these chicks out here don't want to lower their value for you. Like, you can't find no chick to start a family with because y'all done dragged moms through the mud. Y'all have not made motherhood seem like anything that anybody wants to do. Like, that's y'all fault. Like,
And I feel like she don't even believe what she's saying. She just come off as so unserious.
Blaming us how single motherhood looks? Are you seriously gonna blame men? Oh, it's your fault how single motherhood looks. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ladies, please take accountability just once. Just one time. Just one time. Now, I want to address some of the things you said.
And I thought about this too. I feel like they'll probably start blaming it on each other. Women will start blaming it on other women. You know what I'm saying? Women go to war with other women. If we can no longer be blamed for their choices or decisions, they are gonna blame it on somebody before they look at themselves in the mirror. It's gonna be somebody else's fault before they come to the conclusion that, damn, this is my own fault, right? So if we're removed from any of the blame, who are they gonna blame? Each other.
She said anyone could become a single mom, even a woman that's married, because their father or husband could become unalived. It's like, it's such copium. It's not even like, bro, where is Destro when you need him, bro? Where is Destro? This is straight cope. This is straight cope. She also said, she said that, I never said this, but I guess men are saying that women are dumb these women are dumb for having kids. So that is funny as hell. I'm sorry. I thought that was so funny. But the last part, I think it was the most important part. She said that men can't find women with no kids to have kids with. What men? See, she just proven my point. A lot of women, they tell on themselves without telling on themselves. This idea that every man has to date a single mom is such a lie. She's like, oh yeah, he can't find a woman that has no kids. No, the men you deal with, and this is my point exactly, they're only dealing with single moms because they have to, not because they want to, because they have to. They can't find a woman with no kids. I'm 37. I'm not the youngest guy around, and women don't even shame me for my age. I've talked to women 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, all over the board. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to several girls of different ages, 27, 30, different ages. And none of them have kids. That's actually my requirement. I put it in the dating apps. I actually put my preferences, no kids. That's one of my preferences for sure. So, this idea that every man has to date a single mom, only the men you're dating, because you could only date the bottom of the barrel, and you make videos complaining about the bottom of the barrel, but that's the only men you could date. Now, if you're a single mom, can you date a man of value? Yes. Have I seen it? Yes. One of my good friends, I always keep it a stack. He's a millionaire, okay? Meaning that he earns more than $1 million in a year. Not like a net worth millionaire. He earns more than $1 million a year. He just got married to a single mom, okay? But let me tell you something. She's an exceptional single mom, okay? First of all, she's Brazilian, so she's gorgeous.
Okay. And two, she probably added tremendous value to that man's life. She probably was where he needed her to be. She probably got on his program, and she probably really loved him. Love is an action word. It's not just something you say. It's something that you constantly show every day. You prove it every day with your actions. What? How? You learn? She probably learned her man. She probably learned what he liked, learned what he didn't like, learn how to insert herself into his life to make his life easier because he's gonna be the one providing and protecting for her. You know what I'm saying? He probably loved her unconditionally, and he probably got the same thing in return from her, or at the least cooperation, willing cooperation, feminine willing cooperation. At the least, right?
On top of that, she cooked, clean, and she takes care of him. She nurtures him. She makes his life easier. And he's older. He's north of like 45. I think he's like almost 46. And I don't think he wants kids. So he's actually happier, and he loves being an uncle. He loves, like, the auntie vibes. He likes being an uncle vibe. So he's actually happy with his life the way it is. He is an exception. Most men in his shoes would not date a single mom. He's an exception. But she went out her way and got him, by the way. She chased him. Okay? So it can happen.
She chased him and got a ring from a millionaire. Come on, bro.
But you have to pursue the man, and you have to be cooking, cleaning, and looking damn good. Okay? This girl is Brazilian. She looks damn good. Okay? Anyway, here's another video kind of proving this idea that single moms are not necessarily that great. Okay? There's a lot of solipsisticness. Female solipsism, right? They mean they're selfish, they're the main character, like the other girl was describing. She wants to be the main character.
Ain't this kind of what I just said, bro? They're gonna start blaming each other. This is it. Black moms will not allow their daughters to become their own woman while living with them. Decentering and moving away from your mom is how you become your own woman. All right, and I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree with that. All I'm saying is, who are they gonna blame when they can't blame men anymore? Each other. Didn't I just say that? Man, come on, bro.
Listen to what this girl has to say and we will respond.
Aaron too hungry in this bitch.
So I just watched a video of this girl and her mom in the car, and the girl is moving to a different state for college, and then the mom is like screaming at her visibly, she's screaming at the daughter upset. Instead of being happy for her that she's going to college, she's screaming at her because the daughter's moving out of state and she's not happy about it. This reminds me of something that I heard a long time ago, which is that when it comes to black moms and their daughters, when you're living with your mom as a daughter, you are not allowed to be the full woman that you want to be when you're in your mom's house, because the way that black moms do stuff is only one woman is allowed to be in this house, right? You can't be your own woman. And so when you live there, you get restricted. Not showing you, not teaching you how to drive, not helping you get your license, not helping you get a passport, like not helping you progress, or they become an obstacle so that they make it harder for you to progress and get away from them or move away from them. And the only way that you can be your own woman is you have to separate and live away from your mom. And I'm telling you.
Well, I think that's true for parents and children anyway. I think at a certain point where you get old enough, it's time for you to get the hell on anyway, man.
This is the truth. Now, of course, there are a few moms that are going to be different than the others, but I just noticed this when it comes to black moms and their daughters. It's like they actively don't want their daughters to become their own woman, and that's when black moms start having problems with their daughters. But then at the same time, they don't want you to leave, they don't want you to grow up, so they will then become a big obstacle in your life when you were trying to move yourself forward. You're going to have to decenter your mom, and you're going to have to move out if you really want to be your own woman, because like I said, the way black moms operate is that only one woman is allowed to be the woman of this house, and it's going to be her because it's her house.
And she probably didn't feel like watching you be a thought either. That's probably part of it.
This is coming from a black woman. A lot of people try to say I'm misogynistic.
Well, listen, it can only be one woman in this house being a woman. Man, look, she probably saw you doing some goofy shit and was like, man, look, I ain't trying to see that. You know what I'm saying? You over here being a little thought. I ain't trying to see none of that, man.
Misogyny. Listen.
But that's just me making an assumption, though.
And I just speak the facts. And sometimes the facts seem a little misogynistic, okay? But here's a black woman saying that if you're a black woman living under a black woman's household, aka a single mom, you have to decenter your mom because she's going to try to cripple you, so you depend on her. Imagine that. So she won't...
And check this, too. What if she has a daughter? With her being aware of this type of information that she just tried to describe to us, or that she did describe to us, would she be that same burden for her daughter in the future? Because she knows how it feels to be the daughter in the situation with her mom, right?
Help you get your driver's license. She won't help you get your passport. She won't help you blossom into a young woman because she's in competition with you. She envies you, and she wants you to be her little pet for the rest of your life.
That part.
This is why I say a lot of women want to control a man. I'm telling you, that is the zeitgeist of today. Women want to be the leaders. They want to control men. And misandry is more common than misogyny. In fact, we're living in a world where misandry is celebrated. It's celebrated. But anyway, even women are struggling with women that are single moms living under their household. Okay? Because only one woman's allowed to be a woman in this house. There's only going to be one woman in this house. That's why I've heard stories about mothers sleeping with girls' boyfriends to try to spite the daughter. But all you do is making the boyfriend look cool as hell because he smashed the girl and her mom. So you're embarrassing your daughter, trying to spite her, and you humiliate her. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. I thought that was pretty funny. There's another video I thought was pretty interesting. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Do you think a man would hesitate to lie to you?
To you, maybe.
Do you think a man would hesitate to mask who he is to get what he wants out of you? I was talking to this girl and she was telling me about her horrible dating experiences, and I noticed a trend of her giving way too much of herself and her story to men too early on in the situation. So I told her, you need to learn to be quiet. That's what it sounds like to me. Everybody doesn't need to know every waking thing about you, everything that you've been through, and they damn sure don't need to know about everything that you've been through with other men. And I've told y'all this before. So she goes off on a tangent about how if she can't be herself around someone, that she doesn't want to be with them at all, and blah 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 blah, and she should be able to be vulnerable and expose who she truly is, and somebody should just be able to accept her and all of these things. And I'm like, oh baby, if that's your mentality, then you have a lot more living to do, and you are about to go through a lot more in life until you come to the realization that you're expecting fairness in an unfair world. I don't need to get out of this mentality that men actually care about everything that you've gone through in the past and the poor behavior that you've accepted, thinking that he's going to feel bad for you and want to treat you better, because the wrong man will weaponize everything that you've told him faster than the military.
It's so funny she says that because this is exactly what women do. So when women say, well, a man would hesitate to lie to you, what? So a woman will tell you the truth? Mm-hmm. Like, there's no truth to that.
Hey, women lie with the ease, too. They'll just lie just because. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a little small lie, it just be like, it's unconscious for some women. They just do it without even thinking about it.
And this is what I'm saying. A lot of women are led by fear. They're led by fear. Be quiet. Guard yourself. Don't tell him too much because he's going to weaponize everything you say against you. As if a woman wouldn't weaponize everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a gender-specific thing. If it was, women are probably more guilty than men are.
But look, so you told you was vulnerable with somebody. You were vulnerable. You open up to somebody and they decide they want to use that against you. That's on them. They're the ones that's going to miss out. They're the ones that's going to lose out. Because we walk around in this world where people are so afraid to be transparent, so afraid to be honest, so afraid to be real. Everybody has a facade or a fake persona or a fake representative, right? When you finally meet somebody that's real, somebody that's open, somebody that's transparent, and then you turn around and want to throw that back in their face, you the one that missed out on somebody real. You know what I'm saying? Now, that does not mean as a woman, you tell a man about every escapade with other men that you had in the past. No man wants to hear that. No man wants to hear how you got slayed by other men. But what I'm saying is when you meet a genuine person that's not afraid to open up and be transparent with you, and then you turn around and throw that back in their face, and then you done lost out on a real person. Because everybody else in this world is so afraid to be real, so afraid to be open and transparent. You finally got one person in your life that's not afraid of that chose you, that you chose.
And when a girl says, oh, I feel like I should be able to, a man should be able to, listen to what I have to say and accept me. And she said in response, oh, you got a lot more living to do. When she said that, in my mind, I was like, oh, you got a lot more trauma to receive. This girl's older. She been through the ringer already, so she's been through all the trauma, so she's adapted.
She got RBF too.
I would love if people
Bad.
believe that it's not men that's the problem, it's the bad choices that are a problem. We can't get rid of evil. So if you choose an evil man to sleep with, you're going to get evil results. What did it say in the Bible, right? An evil tree can't bear good fruit, and a good tree can't bear evil fruit. But somehow women go after evil trees expecting good fruit every time. And then they say, oh, instead of saying the tree is evil, say all trees are evil. It's the same thing. All trees are evil. No, baby, you climb evil trees and you fall from an evil tree and hit your damn head. And you blame the tree. It's your goofy ass for climbing that tree. Anyway, moving forward, I thought this video was interesting as well. Let's listen to what she has to say.
If a man sees you out by yourself, he thinks you're an easy target. Do not talk to him. If he says he likes you natural, he doesn't want you doing your hair, your makeup, your nails. He wants you to have a clean face. He doesn't like you having extra hair or anything like that. 9 times out of 10, he's gay. He's gay. Women were natural more than we wear makeup. I've never in my life have had a man tell me that
It's crazy how women interpret things.
he didn't like makeup, he didn't like hair, he didn't like nail polish or getting my nails done. I never had a man ever in my life tell me that. So when I meet women who tell me that their man likes them natural, that's a big red flag. When you hang out with...
If a man says he likes his girl natural, it's a big red flag. Like, bro, how can you compete with the amount of nonsense on the internet? How can you compete with this? This is brain rot. This is a brain rotting. She believes that men, black men, who, by the way, wear their natural hair, if that should be any kind of testimony of themselves, wear their natural hair, but prefer women not to wear their natural hair. And then y'all say, oh, it's self-hate, it's self-hate. Is that not self-hate? So wait, if we love black women, how come we don't accept their hair? So y'all think we hate black women? So y'all think we're straight if we love a black woman and her non-natural hair, and if we like black women and her natural hair, we're on the DL. It's a red flag. Anything women don't like and they despise, because they don't like themselves. Fake eyelashes, fake hair, they don't like themselves. They're going to try to convince you you're a bad person unless you agree with them. That something's wrong with you. It can't be something wrong with them. No. Nothing wrong with them. They love themselves. They love themselves so much. Even though they don't rock their natural hair, they love themselves so much. Makeup all over their face, they love themselves so much. But you're on the DL if you want her to be herself. You can't.
I told you, bro, they're going to keep finding new ways to make it okay to be a hoe. Didn't I say that, bro? This is one of them ways. They're going to try to every angle, bro, before they come to being honest with themselves. That's crazy. I don't even understand how you come to that conclusion. A black man is on the DL because he like a woman in her natural state or as close to natural as possible. That's a crazy conclusion to come to. And if it's presented well enough, the comment section is going to be full of women agreeing. Oh, I never thought about it like that. Right? Of course you never did, because that's crazy. That's a crazy conclusion to come to, bruh.
Make this up. You can't make this up. Anyway, moving forward, I thought this clip was interesting. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, so I just have a question. I'm not sure if this is like talked about enough, but I know that social media in real life is totally different. But I've been talking to this guy for like a month and a half, and I noticed that he likes a bunch of girls' pictures, including bikini pictures and selfies and thirst traps. But when it comes to like my posts, he doesn't like anything. So I'm not sure if it's giving hater.
Do you like his post?
Or if it's giving like he's trying to humble me, or do you know what the reason being is?
Nah, it's given that you need to get the fuck off the internet and you too insecure.
For sure.
Why is your whole relationship correlated to somebody liking your fucking pictures? Why do you give a fuck? If Chris Brown wasn't liking your pictures and you was texting Chris Brown and talking to Chris Brown, you wouldn't give a fuck. You would listen to anything and everything Chris Brown said. If it was Drake, if it was whoever, any man that you valued or revered, if it was an NFL player or a basketball player, you wouldn't give a fuck if they was liking your pictures, because you know that it's bigger than that. But because you're dealing with this man and you don't respect him enough, you're trying to find anything to correlate the entire relationship on, which is an Instagram like. And you're a low-level, low-minded woman. Respectfully, you're a low-level and low-minded woman Because instead of you looking at all the other things that he does, he probably makes you feel safe. He probably makes you feel comfortable. He probably communicates well. He probably is doing all the other stuff that men should do in a relationship. You trying to find something to negatively bring it down, which is a fucking Instagram like.
Low level,
Mic drop.
low-minded woman, I agree with that. They're always trying to find a way to disqualify something to be upset about. They're searching for it. They're searching for issues. Girl, just be happy. Just be happy. Stop. This whole idea that we're doing something wrong by liking pictures is so retarded. It just shows you the level of control women want to have over men. Don't you dare like his picture. Don't you dare like her picture. It's just a picture. Instagram, I should be able to like a picture on Instagram. You should be able to like a picture. This idea that, oh my, you cheated on me because you liked the picture is so wild. But a lot of women believe that. They believe cheating starts with liking other girls' pictures.
The reason, hold on.
Women believe that. They believe cheating starts with liking other girls' pictures.
And the reason they believe that is because women are so Hollywood on Instagram, bro. They don't follow back. They don't engage in your pictures. No likes, no comments, nothing, bro. So they feel like if I do that, if I take the time out to like your picture, that means something, because they don't. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, then again, I barely post on Instagram, so I don't know. I might not be in the algorithm, but they definitely don't follow you back. They definitely Hollywood on that app. It's all vanity. It's a vanity thing. But yeah, bro. So they feel like since it's such a big deal for them to do, in their mind they probably think it's a big deal for a man to do it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
Anyway, to prove that I love natural women, because I know a lot of women think, oh my God, you don't actually like black women. You're on the DL, da-da-da-da-da. This not, no, okay? I love natural women, so much to the point where even if you have to shave your head and keep it low, I love that too. This is a prime example of it. Okay? Now, she dyed her hair, okay, but it's still her hair. I'm cool with, if you're gonna die, I'm cool with you dyeing your hair. I'm cool with, you get highlights in your hair, I'm cool with that. You dyeing your hair, I'm cool with that. I got no issues with that, okay? Because you're coloring your hair. So let's listen to this girl eloquently speak, and it just proves what black beauty is like when it radiates. Listen.
Not me getting my hair cut for free today. Ooh.
Shit, I bet she get a lot of stuff for free.
Get out the chair, I'm like, how much it is? He said it's on the house. Then I went, because I was craving some fries, I went to Beck's Prime and I just wanted a big basket of fries. I got some fries, and as I'm waiting on them, the lady's like, you want something to drink? I was like, no, I'm good. And she was like, come on, you can get anything on the house. I was like, what you got? She was like, I'll be right back. Brought me a cookies and cream shake, which is my all-time favorite.
That's every girl's favorite, bruh. That's a safe bet. 8 out of 10 girls is gonna love cookies and cream, bruh. Almost damn near every girl I talk to. What's your favorite ice cream? Cookies and cream. Like, what's your favorite? Cookies and cream.
So, I went to work today. It was kind of a slow day, as it's been. It was a little bit better, but kind of slow. And I had a table whose tab was like $75, and they gave me a $100 tip cash.
You know why? Because you fine as hell. I would have gave you $200 tip, okay? Cash, okay? No, but seriously, I love beautiful black women. She's an example of it. Yes, she has makeup on. It's okay. I'm not saying I'm against makeup. I'm not saying I'm against it. But it's the idea that if you're going to use makeup and you look ugly without it, this girl clearly will look beautiful without makeup, with or without makeup. Just the dimensions of her head. She has a beautiful shape. Beautiful. Just gorgeous eyes, okay? So adding a little accessories into it, I'm cool with it, okay? But fake hair, fake this, fake that, I'm not cool with that, okay? Guys, if you agree with me, comment below how beautiful this black woman is.
Not me.
Comment below how beautiful she is.
Look. But look, I think this goes down to like prep time too. When a girl getting ready to go out on a date or go outside or whatever, it shouldn't, I think, I could be wrong about this, but if it takes you a long time in the mirror to get ready, then that should probably tell you something, bro. it probably don't take her as long as it take other girls. She's already naturally beautiful. So if she put makeup on, it probably take half the time. She probably don't gotta do as much, right?
Comment below how beautiful this black woman is.
Not me.
Comment below how beautiful she is. She's very beautiful. I know she is. You don't gotta say it, but just say it so other black women will pay attention and follow her lead. Okay, keep her hair natural. You can spice it up. We're cool with that. But this is the kind of black woman we like. Anyway, like this video.
Yeah, I crash out for that. But look, man, y'all like the video. LIKE, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
Bruh, you recording?